Hey friends, Sean from Draft Therapy here, and this is a beer brief. If you are unfamiliar with what a beer brief is just a short, condensed version of my normal long-form beer reviews. My normal videos are about 10 minutes long. These beer briefs, I aim to be under 5 minutes. If you are familiar with what a beer brief is, thanks for coming back. So today I have a beer from Hop Butcher for the World in Darien, Illinois. This is Presto Change-O. This is a 7.5% double IPA with Mosaic and Simcoe hops. You know, those sexy hops. That's what we got in here. This is from Hop Butcher for the World in Darien, Illinois. As you can see, Presto Change-O, and it's a glove making the hop, I'm going to assume, disappear. And the thing that I love about Hop Butcher beers, their labels, if they always have, or at least all the ones that I've seen, have these tasting notes. It has a little hop drawn in there, and it lets you know that you should expect to get mixed berries, sweet pine, juicy pineapple. And you can find out more about them at hopbutcher.com and all their social media stuff. Just look for Hop Butcher and you'll find it all. I also wanted to say Hop Butcher sent me this beer in exchange for a fair and honest review, free of charge, and I am going to give a fair and honest review. So let's go ahead and look at this. This was canned on March 15th, 2021. It is the middle of May right now. It is actually May 15th that I'm recording this. So this is about 2 months old. It's probably hitting right at the peak or right near the end of its freshness. I'm going to use a Draft Therapy Tiku glass because this is Draft Therapy. Why wouldn't I do that? Go ahead and crack this. And I'm a can sniffer, as you can see on my shirt, so I'm going to smell this can. It's got a bit of a dank kind of note to it, a little bit of a citrus, kind of quality wafting on out of there. It looks a little hazy. Just going to go out on a limb. So let's go ahead and pour this. Coming out very hazy out of the can. I mean, the stream itself is pretty hazy. The beer itself is pretty hazy as well. So let's let that settle down for a second. I'm getting about 2.5 to 3 fingers of head on this. The head's a little bit off-white. It's not quite brilliant white, but as you can see, I'm going to hold this up to the light. That is very hazy, very orangey. Looks like an orange juice. I can barely see my shadow, the shadow of my fingers through the beer. That's how hazy this is. Let's give it another smell out of the glass. And it's got a brighter citrus aroma now. It does have maybe like a tiny bit of a piney aroma. You might wonder why smell it out of the can and out of the glass. The can, you get a little bit of a smaller kind of, a little sample size just out of the hole, And when you pour it in a glass like this, a Tiku glass like this, the kind of ridged edge or the edge just kind of pushes the aroma up into your nose. But yeah, it's got a bit of a sweet orangey aroma, and it also has, like I said, a little bit of a resinous kind of quality to it. So I'm ready to try this one out. Cheers. Wow. It's got a really nice mouthfeel. It's soft. It's a little bit heavier than medium. It's not syrupy, but it's definitely a little bit heavier than medium. The flavor, what I got immediately was a nice, sweet kind of I almost want to say like a candied orange flavor out of it. It's very sweet. It's got a nice kind of, it's not too sweet, but it's borderline, like it's right on the edge of being too sweet. I'm getting this nice kind of orange tropical kind of flavor out of it. I am also getting a nice, on the aftertaste, I don't get much of a any kind of real bitterness out of it. It's very smooth. If there's any bitterness in it, it's really smooth. All the rough edges are smoothed off of it, but I'm getting a lot of, on the finish, of this pineapple kind of sweetness. It really just kind of sticks to your tongue, and I am a big fan of anything that's like a New England style IPA that has that pineapple juicy sweetness to it, because that just kind of, to me, it's one of the flavors that I look for, and that I almost always enjoy a beer that have those kind of sweet pineapple kind of vibes to them. You just want to take a big gulp of this, and you get, maybe there is a bit of a kind of a pinier flavor on the front, which is kind of weird. Usually you get that piney bitterness on the tail end as it goes down. You kind of taste that bitterness. It's a little bit piney, but this almost has a little touch of it on the front, on the very beginning of it. So let's take a look at what the tasting notes here. It says mixed berries, I could see there's a sweetness in there. Sweet pine, I can get that too, and juicy pineapple, absolutely. Juicy pineapple is like the definite overwhelming taste on this. And again, it's not like that's not a bad thing for me. But it's very juicy. There's a lot of nice kind of orangey, citrusy notes in there, but that pineapple really pulls up the rear, and it kind of completes the beer for me. If the juicy that pineapple sweetness wasn't there, it might just be another kind of run-of-the-mill New England style IPA for me. But this is a pretty nice one. I had a deeper dish. I had I Want to Believe. And I want to say this is really close to a deeper dish for me. I really like the deeper dish quite a bit from Hot Butcher. That's another one that they sent me. But I really enjoyed that one. And I think this one definitely overdoes I Want to Believe. And it really comes close to a deeper dish. Again, this is Presto Change-O, Mosaic and Simcoe hopped Double IPA, 7.5% alcohol by volume. And those are my thoughts on Presto Change-O. So, thanks again for Hot Butcher for sending this out. Until next time, I'm Sean from Draft Therapy. Thanks for stopping by. Remember, drink craft beer, support your local breweries. These guys are in Darien, Illinois. And most importantly, don't forget to treat yourself to a little draft therapy. See you next time, and thanks for watching. Cheers.